Hey everybody, here's a quick video review of Wasteland 3. Just got this game yesterday. I've been playing it. I had high hopes about this game because let me mute the volume here. I had high hopes about this game because it's hard finding these games. There's not that many. After Fallout 76 total, terrible release, terrible. There's hardly anything good to say about Fallout 76. Totally disappointed. They should have never made it multiplayer. It would have been a lot better. You know, having people with 200 to 300 levels go up and attack people at level 20. I think it's cute to player kill people, among all the other problems that game had. Anyway, so I was hoping this game would be pretty good. And I played this game. I played up to this point like 4 or 5 times already. This game, I'll show you some bad points to this game, okay? Here's some bad points. You kill, what, 20, 30 people, bad guys. You don't get any guns off of them. You get no melee weapons, which is insane. And you hardly get any ammo. In fact, she's a sniper. They give you 5 freaking bullets for a sniper. 5 to start out with. And you don't get any more. And I played this, I played up to this, this is a, like your first big battle, you know. And I played up to it, I played it 5 times. One time, I was the first or second time, I got a few sniper bullets. All the other times I got nothing. Oh, I take that back. I think one other time I got 3 bullets. So you get 8 bullets. So I got to this, once I got to here, a couple times, with like no ammo, right? And so I started over and I decided to put some points into, as you can see, the assault rifle here too. I put some points into there so I could, it's actually automatic weapons. So I can actually use a weapon, because, you know, you can't use an assault rifle unless you put a point into it. But you can use a sniper rifle, which is much more difficult than an assault weapon automatic. So it won't even let you use it. It's insane. Some of the stuff in this game, I'd have to say, so far how much I've played it with all the problems, I'd have to give this game like a 6 on a 1 to 10. It is so annoying. And I wouldn't mind the fact that this game froze 3 times already, okay? If other things were fine. Like, this is some bad points, right? I told you about, oh, and this is a big one, right? You cannot heal during combat. The other game, Wasteland 2, which I played all the way to the end, and it had a really fun ending, right? I liked it, you know. I'm not going to have any spoilers here, but it was really fun at the end. If you had any of your party members had any computerized, you know, limbs, or were a robot. It was a real fun ending, very challenging. Anyway, I liked the game. It wasn't perfect, of course, but you think they would do a better job. So anyway, to get this right, like I said, there's no guns, no melee weapons, no ammo. You cannot heal during combat. That is huge. That if you assume that that's going to be like the first character I made, I put a bunch of points in for my attributes here. I loaded up on coordination, you know, not loaded up, but I had more, you know, higher numbers here, right? And I'm like, screw this. You know, you still don't hit anything. You miss all the time, and you get shot at, and you can't heal during combat. So like, you got to make sure your health's pretty high, right? Because if you get down during combat, okay, during combat, when you get healed by another character, which is insane, right? There's so many negatives to their logic. Seriously, you guys who designed this, you know, need to take some courses or need to get replaced with people that are smarter. You can't heal during combat, but you can go up and get somebody, revive somebody during combat. That makes no sense. Reviving somebody during combat is way harder than healing yourself, okay? So that's one of the negatives. So far, I've not figured out how to throw grenades. I even have characters that have explosive perk, and they still can't throw a grenade. I cannot figure it out. And I'm like, I looked online real quick, and I'm like, screw it. I don't need to throw a grenade. It would have been nice when I had no bullets to throw a grenade, you know. So anyway, there's flaky movement, okay, which runs you into fire, you know, like campfires and cars on fire, because it doesn't stop quick enough, and you'll get burned and injured, so you have to waste a health pack, okay? There's a glitchy combat during one of the robot fights, okay? Like, you go next to, like, some cover, and all of a sudden, you can't shoot anybody. It just, like, everything disappears. But all the enemies can shoot you. Shit like that, you know? What else? You must reload each weapon, which is super tedious, okay? Like, here at the bottom of the screen, here's one weapon, and here's the other weapon. You have to manually reload each. So if you hit the reload button and this is your weapon you have, it won't reload this one. So you have to make sure you select this one, which you have to figure out how to do with the pad here. And then you have to reload that one. Like, come on, right? You know, I get it. You know, you want to make it realistic, but that's just annoying, okay? Another little negative, right, about the game. And let's see what else. I've not run into any merchants, okay? And like I said, the game froze 3 times already, which wastes my time. I just got to the new area. I still have not found any merchants, and the game froze. So, and I just did a resave, so I wasted like 20 minutes. I have to redo that 20 minutes, right? So anyway, followers, they will run wild. Like if you go to disarm a trap, and you disarm a trap, all of a sudden one of your followers will just run up past where you're going to go disarm it, and run in the area and get blown up, right, and get injured, right? It happened a couple times. You basically have to make sure you're by yourself, which is more tedious crap, right? The old game did that too. And I could I could forgive some of this stuff, but a lot of this stuff is just annoying. Like they don't want you to have a sniper rifle because it's high powered, so they give you no bullets, and then you get any more bullets. There are a couple good points. One good point. There's no limit to your inventory. That's it. It's the only nice thing. You know, the game is nicer looking and stuff like that, which it should be. But, you know, I have a lot of complaints about this game right now. And they don't explain some things. Like when you equip an item down here where this grenade is. Like I tried to equip this grenade to use it and it doesn't work. And then you can equip this health pack here, but you can't use it during combat. And I don't understand why you even equip this. They don't make it clear, right? So I mean, look at the bullets here. This is the one time that I actually got a couple extra bullets. I got these bullets here for sniper. I got all these other bullets here that I can't even use. So my suggestion, if you're going to play this game, you know, have 2 weapons, because if you want to have a sniper, he's going to need another weapon because you're not going to get any ammo, you know. And I would also say, wrong way here. I would max out your strength and intelligence. You know, these categories here help, but it's so minuscule. Like I had a higher to hit ratio, and I was still missing. You know, meanwhile they're shooting you, and you have a lot less health. And if you go down, if you get down, and somebody comes and gets you up, like because there's only 2 people. You know, I named this Mad Max and Furioso, and this is the second time through, right? So, if Furioso goes and gets Max up, you have like less than half of your AP points. So he's basically worthless, and he has very little hit points, okay? And you can't heal yourself in battle. So you don't want to go down in battle. It's not like the old game, okay? And of course, this is early on. There might be some things change. Maybe they have items that heal you in battle. But like, you know, I've not seen any. So anyway, and there's also another thing that's very, very important to tell you, which I can't see from the screen here, but there's this thing called quirks. I think it's called quirks. Yeah, it's quirk. It's right here. Quirk. Do not pick the quirk that gives you extra health that says you can't be brought up during battle, because I tried that, which makes sense, right? Like I'm thinking, you know, I max out my strength, and I'm not going to worry about getting down during battle. And I don't care if I can't get up during battle, because, you know, it's not going to help me anyway, right? Well, I had it, and Max went down, right? And I couldn't get him up forever. Like he died permanently. And I don't know the fact if it was the fact that he fell down next to like a corpse that was on the ground that said you go up to these corpses and you talk to them and you learn stuff about them, which is you don't really learn anything great about them. And I don't know if he fell because he fell next to that corpse that I couldn't do nothing because the computer was not smart enough to let me go from like the corpse to him. And he wouldn't get up. I'm like, well, screw this. This is basically like permanent death for a little bit of extra health, right? So I started over, and that's why Max has a number 2 here, because this is the second one, and he has no quirk. I haven't seen any good quirks, so don't even bother trying to pick a quirk. Because the one that looked good, I think there's a problem with it. Who knows? They don't explain things well enough. Like if somebody writes a program or does some engineering work, and they explain things, what they're doing is they're explaining it to you how they think. That doesn't mean everybody else thinks that way or read this and understand exactly what they meant. So I don't know if when they put the words for that quirk, it's called like, what's it called? Shoot. Medical Marvel. It's called Medical Marvel. And it gives you extra constitution, which is extra hit points, okay? And you can't be revived during battle. And I swear it worked once, because I played this a number of times, and only 2 times did anybody go down during battle. And the one time they got up, but the second time they wouldn't get up. They stayed down forever. And that was not the same game, that was a different reloaded game, so it wasn't like it happened twice. So like I said, maybe it was because it was next to a person. Anyway, I'm sort of rambling. I just want to let you know, there's lots of problems with this Wasteland 3 game. I wish it didn't. I wish it was a perfect game, because this is really annoying. To like the game has I've had it less than a day, okay? I've had this game for like 18 hours, and I played it for maybe like 4 hours, and it's already hung up and froze on me 3 times. And I just played another game on the same console, and it didn't even hang up once. So it's not my console, okay? Anyway, hope you like this video. Okay, I think I figured something very important out that was hidden on actually how to throw like grenades. Right here, I got hit by a knife, so I'm bleeding. So what you do is you equip this. I'm going to put it right here, and then I'm also going to put the grenade where this turret thing is. Okay, so I've equipped them like I had them in the past right here. Okay, so they're equipped. So watch this, okay? So I'm in combat, and I finally found some merchants. So there are some merchants. You eventually get to them. So anyway, what you do is you hit this X button, which I've used before, and it doesn't show anything. There's no grenades there, right? So I'm thinking it wasn't there. Down at the bottom here, it says Show Items. So what you do is you hit Show Items. Then you can use this stuff. So I imagine I can probably use actually a first aid kit too, because it says usable in combat. So I'm going to use that and see what happens. Use it on myself. It should get rid of my bleeding. Yep. So, and I'm also going to see if I can use a healing kit. So I'm going to equip that and see if I can use that too. So you go to this menu, and you have the menu is hidden under this menu. See, like I said before, they don't explain things. It should say show next menu, or show like something else instead of show items. There should be more explanation there. They have all this room. Why don't they just make it a little bit bigger? Because obviously you're stopping the gameplay here to do this. Like show items hidden under this menu or under this screen, or show second something, anything. You get the point. So. Well, it's not there. Let me see. Let me go back and look. Whoops, wrong button. Oh, I didn't do it. Here. Equip. Right there. For some reason, I didn't save it. So, I'm going to do this again. There it is. I'm going to use it. I used it on myself. So, you can actually heal yourself in combat. So, I just want to give you guys an update on that. So, it's not as bad. But it's like, it's not apparent. It's not intuitive. It's not clear that this menu has another menu under it. So anyway, thanks.